Climate change is a global challenge, and cooperation is the best way to address it. So as a participant in the Belt and Road Initiative, how does the Maldives see the green cooperation under the BRI framework? And what role does the Maldives think the BRI International Green Development Coalition can play in promoting green development? In order to answer these questions, we have an exclusive interview with State Minister of Tourism and Environment of the Maldives, His Excellency Ibrahim. Welcome to our program, Minister. It's an honor to interview you today.
I'm happy to be here.
So since the launch of the Belt and Road Initiative, China has worked with partner countries like your countries to promote the Green Silk Road and to support the low carbon transitions. So how would you view China's efforts in this area?
Yeah, China has been working on this with a lot of countries. You have made, I would say, a commendable effort. You have shown leadership. You have, with the Belt and Road Initiative as well, you have started some new exports as well, electric vehicles, lithium-ion batteries. You have also innovated on solar photovoltaic systems as well. And you have deployed some of these systems massively in other countries as well. So it's making quite a significant change to how much energy or how much carbon we are releasing into the atmosphere. And in the context of Maldives, we also have a pledge by our President, His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Muizzu, to generate 33% of our energy needs through renewable sources. So that's something that China has been working with us on a lot of different projects as well. And I think that is something that can be worked in the future as well.
We know the Maldives is a well-known tourist destination with rich natural resources. So as a small island developing state, how does climate change affect your country's ecological environment and tourism industry?
Yep. As you mentioned, Maldives is known for mostly its tourism, and our tourism industry and our environment are closely linked because most of the tourists are visiting us to see our white sandy beaches. They want to see the turquoise lagoons. They want to see the coral reefs as well. But if we are experiencing climate change, it puts us at a vulnerable position. If there's a change in the sea surface temperature, it can lead to coral reefs dying out, coral bleaching as well. So there will be nothing for the tourists to actually see. If we have issues with erosion, let's say, our beaches will be disappearing as well. So there's a lot of things that are closely linked to our tourism industry as well. So see, our tourism industry is a huge part of our GDP. Around 23% of our GDP is tourism industry, and a lot of jobs and a lot of people are employed in our tourism industry. So I would say that climate change is really closely linked to our livelihoods, our economy as well. So any efforts that's been done to tackle climate change is something that we welcome. And despite Maldives being one of the smallest emitters of greenhouse gases, we experience the results of the climate change the most. So as you can see, the two are closely linked. Yeah.
So we know that climate change has influenced our societies and is a global challenge. So funding, cooperation, and technology are the key elements to cope with it. So what role do you think the BRI International Green Development Coalition can play in promoting the green development?
Yeah, I think platforms such as the BRI, GC, they actually bring a lot of experts in different fields together into one platform. In a SIDS context, we do have limited resources in terms of human resources, less technical expertise. So it's good that there are platforms, international platforms, where multiple countries, their governments, organizations, private companies as well, and universities are working together to tackle the climate change in a more innovative way with new technologies, as you mentioned. So So I think the platforms, we need to have that, and it is opening up new opportunities for the seeds as well, because as I mentioned, we have limited human capital to invest in this. So the coalition has led to a lot of people getting together to achieve this.
So we know at present, China is comprehensively to advancing the Chinese pace to the modernization, aiming to promote the peaceful development, mutually beneficial cooperation, and the modernization of all countries towards the common prosperity. So how would you view the Chinese pace to the modernization, and what new opportunities could this bring to your country?
Yeah, I think the approach that the Chinese have has led to long-lasting, mutually beneficial partnerships. We have a very good working relationship with China, with many of our infrastructure projects being done by Chinese companies and being done under China aid as well. Especially, there are currently ongoing projects and works under the Early Warnings for All initiative, which will bring a lot of vulnerable communities, a lot of information on the change in climate, change in weather, and so that's just one project, but there's huge infrastructure projects as well that's already been worked on, that are in progress at the moment, and there are a lot of projects planned to be done in the future as well. So for us, the partnership is quite good. It's mutually beneficial, and I think the approach that you have will lead to a prosperous development of almost all of the countries that are included in this partnership.
Thank you for your answers, Minister.
Thank you for having me.